If you're cruising this summer, these are some Amazon travel essentials that you'll absolutely want to bring. Hi there, I'm Ilana from the website lifewellcruise.com. Welcome back to my channel. Now, I admit I have a lot of Amazon travel essentials. However, I did just purchase some new ones because I am going to be going on another cruise this summer, actually another couple of cruises this summer, but one of them is a Mediterranean cruise where we're going to be flying. And I realized I did need some specific things for that, as well as my trip to Europe. Now, in this video, I'm going to share with you some Amazon cruise essentials that you can use for Caribbean cruises. You can use a couple for Alaska cruises, and you can use as well if you are traveling to Europe. I'm also going to include a couple of clothing items, a little bit of packing, bags, that sort of thing. So you'll have a wide variety in this video of new and a couple of tried and true Amazon cruise essentials. Now, by the way, I buy a lot of Amazon items. I return some of it. Some of them become my absolute favorites that I use again and again. But I did buy a couple of items that, well, they were really very good. They worked well, but being honest, there are a couple of reasons that I probably won't travel with them again. So I will share those with you as well. Now, before I get started, I did want to mention that if you like this video, if you find it helpful, informative, or enjoyable in any way, then please do give this video a big thumbs up. I really do appreciate it. And please subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Let's get started. Number one, the waterproof phone case lanyard. Now you can see I have this already. It really has been worn many times. It works really well. You can actually just change up the lanyard for depending on whatever cruise that you're on. But I bought another couple of cases. These are really good, whether you're in the cruise ship pool and you need your phone in a case where you obviously don't want it to get waterlogged, but at the same time you can also keep some cash. You can keep your cruise card in it, so it's good for excursions too, especially if you're on the beach. This is something really good to have. A hat clip. Now I think this one in particular is really very cute. It's available very reasonably priced on Amazon, but this hat clip is honestly, it is completely genius. Let me show you. What you do is you simply put it on your hat and then you clip this to your handbag or your beach bag. You could bring it around with you in any of the ports of call, even when you are traveling and you don't want your hat to squish. This is just perfect. Now, of course, speaking of hats, a sun hat. I absolutely love this hat. Now, in the summer, if you are going to be in the Caribbean, in Bermuda, in Bahamas, it is going to be really hot. You are going to absolutely need to bring a sun hat or to bring a baseball cap. So make sure that you do pack this. By the way, all of the different items that I am showing you in this video, I will have them all linked down below in the description of this video. A travel adapter. Now, I'm actually going to be doing a cruise in the month of August to the Mediterranean. I'll tell you a little bit more about that in a future video, but I am so excited. I'm finally going to be able to use my travel adapter. So if you are doing any international travel, you're definitely going to want to have one of these. Travel phone chargers. Now, I actually travel with two different phone chargers. So I really like this one. This is, I think it's called iWalk, but it's really, really handy because what it does is you can plug it right to the bottom of your phone. It only has charge though for one phone, and it isn't super fast, but it really is still very good. If you're on an excursion, this is probably really what you need. However, if you are traveling internationally, you never want your phone to be without a charge. So I also, well, this is my favorite charger. Now this one can actually charge two phones at the same time. You do need to remember to bring your wires, and at the same time, it charges super fast. So this is something that I always have with me. Now, something new that I bought, and I'm actually trying it out, is a small mini white noise machine. I know a lot of people love to travel and to cruise with these, so please let me know if you do bring it. Now, something that you may not know about me and Frank is Frank actually has tinnitus. So it kind of does irritate him, and he does find that the sound of a fan or the sound of even the ocean, that it really is kind of soothing, and it does help. So he's gonna try this one out on our next cruise. Now, by the way, the white noise machine is rechargeable. It comes with this little plug, and something that you'll probably want to bring is a non-surge protected power bar. Now, you cannot bring a regular power bar on a cruise, but most cruise lines do allow you to bring a non-surge protected power bar. So this is the one that I usually bring. I'll leave another recommendation of one that is available at this time down in the description below. Now, I just purchased another set of these travel bottles and containers. I do have another one that I purchased probably 2 years or more ago. I tend to lose some of the bottles because after I come home, sometimes I don't put them away right away. In any case, I really like this set because it comes with a few bottles. They are leak proof. It also comes with these little containers. These are just great for moisturizer and any of those kind of creams. It also comes with 2 toothbrush covers, so really good, and a TSA approved bag that you can use on your flights. Thermal refillable water bottles. Now you have different choices when it comes to water bottles, but these are my current favorite water bottles because they really do keep your water cold. It is difficult on cruise ships now to find plastic water bottles. I think it's becoming more difficult everywhere, so I do suggest that you do pack these if possible, if you have the room. If you don't have the room for these, you can pack the collapsible water bottles. They do work really well as well. A money belt. Now this is probably not something that I would bring on a Caribbean cruise, but I'm very aware that there are pickpockets in Europe. I just would rather be as safe as possible. So I am bringing a money belt. I'll probably have Frank wear the money belt. And this way we can keep our passports and any larger amounts of money that we have. We can keep all of that in this, especially because we are flying in a couple of days before our cruise and staying a couple of days after. I do think that this is pretty important. Now, speaking of flying, there are a couple of things that you may want to bring for a flight. I just recently purchased a couple of things. They're not for everybody, but I purchased compression socks. Honestly, I tend to get swollen legs, even sometimes on a cruise, so I thought that these really could be handy. Pressure relief earplugs. Now, being honest, this is not something I've ever tried. I am totally fine with the descent on a plane, but my husband, Frank, he does have some difficulty, and sometimes his ears will actually be blocked for a day or two or even longer after the flight. So we are looking for different solutions. I did find this that is recommended, and basically these are sort of just earplugs, and they are supposed to help with the pressure so that you don't end up with those blocked ears or the pain after your flight. If you have ever used this, or if you know of any solutions, please do let me know down in the comments below. A pill box organizer. Now I actually have one already. I brought it on my last cruise and I just keep it all the time in my purse. You can see I need to actually refill it, but I love it. It's magnetic, very easy to open, also very solid. I just purchased another one in another color. I just happen to like the pink, so I purchased it in this. I may end up just giving this one to my mother, but really, really useful, and I do highly recommend. Now, something new that I bought that is really not new to me, and it might not be new to you, but if you're a first-time cruiser, well, it might be, but it is magnet hooks. Now, I actually did have magnet hooks. This is my original box from my magnet hooks. I've used them many times, and I think I forgot them on my last cruise, so I did need to buy some new ones. Magnet hooks, just to let you know, are so handy because you can actually hang things up right on the wall. So whether it's light jackets, hats, even a backpack, we've been able to put it on our wall. Sometimes I think we have used 2 hooks at a time. There is a trick. Look for the magnet hooks that are really like 75 pounds plus. I think that these are 100 pounds. I will let you know. Now, I did buy something new. I may try this on a Carnival cruise that I have coming up in the month of July. It's a short cruise, so I think we might pack carry-on only for that. If you want to see a video about packing carry-on only for a short cruise, please let me know. But I bought some foldable hangers. A lot of people say that they do like to bring their own foldable hangers. It saves them from having to wait for the cabin attendant to bring them extra hangers. Please let me know if you do bring these. I do think that these are pretty lightweight and they do have a pretty good size. If you have young children, you can actually fold them up to something smaller. Now, by the way, if you're packing for a cruise and trying to stay organized, I do have the LifeWell Cruise Ultimate Cruise Planner. Now, the LifeWell Cruise Ultimate Cruise Planner is a 47-page downloadable printable cruise planner that will help you to stay organized from the time that you book your cruise all the way through disembarkation day. It includes cruise packing lists and more. If you are interested in knowing more about what's included in the LifeWell Cruise Ultimate Cruise Planner, I am going to leave all of the information linked down below in the description of this video. Now, I bought a new carry-on bag. I love my nautical striped carry-on bags, but I'm always trying out different carry-on bags, and this one has been so highly recommended that I thought I would give it a try. I do like the fact that it is very roomy. By the way, I bought it in cream as well. I'm not sure really which color I'm going to keep, but I like the fact that it has a compartment for the shoes. It's very roomy, and really it is so nice because I will show you what is inside. So inside the carry-on bag, you have this little case. So this is really good if you want to keep a little bit of makeup with you or something. I think that this is super handy, or even for a few essentials that you like to keep. They also have 2 shoe bags included in this carry-on bag, so really handy. And of course, you also have a strap, and it's very comfortable, very, very cute. Now, speaking of bags, something that I purchased as well is a luggage strap. So this is a strap that you can use when you do have a piece of luggage and you want to put a carry-on bag on top, and you want to just ensure that that stays on solidly. And I would say in particular, if you're flying, sometimes you do really want to make sure that that stays really well. If you're traveling in Europe, maybe you're going to be walking through the streets. So I think that this is really quite good. I'll show you this on my luggage. I like this also because the luggage that I have right now, it is by Level 8, by the way, and this video is not sponsored, but I will leave a link down below to Level 8 luggage in case you are interested. I do have a discount code for 10% off, which is LifeWellCruise10. In any case, I got a little bit sidetracked, but the luggage that I have right now is so roomy, but it does have a wide handle. So that is why I bought that luggage strap, so that I can use the luggage strap to keep my carry-on bags safe and secure on top of that wide handle. A passport holder. I've actually had this for a few years now. I swear by it. It really just does keep you organized, keeps everything together. I've even gifted it to a few people. I highly recommend. A hanging toiletry bag. Now, I absolutely love the hanging toiletry bag. For me, it's one of the absolute must-haves that I always bring with me on a cruise. And I also bought, by the same brand, it's Bag Smart, by the way, and this is a makeup bag. I really like it, and honestly, it does fold up smaller, so that is good too. I use it at home, and then I just bring it with me on a cruise as well. A moldable neck pillow. Now, I've had a few neck pillows for flying, and this is truly the one that we always bring and use. I like the fact that it really is moldable, so you can mold it however you want. You can lean it up against the window if you like. It's nice and soft and squishy at the same time, and it does clip right on to your luggage handle, so it really is pretty easy to carry. Simple shoe bags. Now, I bought a package of these shoe bags. I think that there are at least 10 or so shoe bags in them, and they really are so affordable to purchase this way. These are thin, but still really nice and durable. And what I liked is that you are able to see which shoes that you have in there, but you can also protect your shoes in your luggage. And of course, you can also use them to keep any of your good handbags protected as well. An air tag. Now, if you are flying, having an air tag is an absolute must, or the equivalent if you have another type of phone. So a tile, for instance. So you really want to have a GPS Bluetooth tracker. Especially flying these days, you just want to know where your luggage is. It can absolutely be a lifesaver on a trip. Oh, and by the way, don't make the mistake of just buying air tags. Make sure that you buy air tag holders as well. Something like this is perfect because you can just attach it right inside the zipper in your luggage. Now, I have 2 other things regarding luggage, and then we'll move on to some beach and pool essentials, as well as a couple of clothing items. So a luggage scale. If you are flying with a checked bag, this is an absolute must. You're going to want to bring this. And also luggage tags, in particular for when you are boarding the cruise. You have to print out your luggage tags. They're only made of paper, and this is going to save you time and potential anguish. Items that you might need for the beach and pool deck. Sunscreen. Don't forget to bring your sunscreen from home. It is more expensive on a cruise ship, and honestly, sometimes it can be hard to find even in ports of call, so bring that from home. And you can bring, of course, small sizes if you want, if you are flying carry-on only. Just bring more than one. Now, something else that you might want to bring, depending on what port of call you're going to, is mosquito repellent. Most of the time, if you're staying closer to the cruise port, you're not going to have that problem. But if you are going on any zip lining excursions, or you're doing any like little rafting excursions, oftentimes there are mosquitoes and bugs. So you want to bring some mosquito repellent. Lip balm with an SPF. Now, personally, I really like the Neutrogena brand. It has a tinted moisturizing lip balm that, well, ladies, you know what I mean. And this does work really well. Aloe vera. Now, this one works better than any other aloe vera that I've ever used. It's actually organic. It's non-sticky. It's fantastic. So what you can do is, rather than bring the whole bottle with you, if you do get a sunburn, is you can fill one of the small toiletry bottles with this, and that will be perfect. I almost forgot to mention something that is really handy to have is one person in your party should consider having an inexpensive watch that they wear. Just a digital watch is absolutely fine. This one is actually waterproof, super reasonably priced, but you do want to make sure that you always stay on ship time. Sometimes our phones do switch over to the island time, even if we don't want them to. So it is something to be aware of. You never want to miss your cruise ship. Microfiber towels. Now, you don't need to bring a towel with you when you are on a cruise. However, there are a lot of people who swear by this, because the towels that you're going to get on the cruise ship, that you are allowed, by the way, to bring off the cruise ship, they can be very, very heavy if you're lugging them around all day. Whereas the microfiber towels are quick drying and they are very light. Water shoes. Now, my water shoes, I've actually had them for a few years now, and they just stay in our cruise box. And whenever I know that I'm going on a cruise where we are potentially going to be at a little bit of a rocky beach, some of the cruise ship private islands are actually a little bit rocky, so that is something very handy to have. Something to hold your towels down on the Lido deck. Now, it does actually get very breezy on the Lido deck on your cruise ship, so you're going to want to have something to hold your towels down, and even to kind of show people that this chair is taken. So towel clips are still my absolute favorite, but I know some people don't like the space that they take. So otherwise, you do have towel bands. These will work, but what I really like are these towel bands with a clip, because if you do have a larger chair, this will actually go all around. A mesh beach bag. Now, this mesh beach bag is just super cute to wear around the cruise ship or even for excursions. Very stylish. It does come in a lot of different colors. This one is sort of a tan gold color. The other color that I really like is actually this coral color that I just think is super pretty. Now, if you are on a Caribbean cruise or a Bahamas cruise, Bermuda cruise, even a Mediterranean cruise, straw bags are actually very stylish right now. There's a variety of straw bags, either with this nautical stripe, I like that, but otherwise just with a little bit of brown on here, or just plain straw. So very cute. And by the way, that hat clip can go right on this bag, which is perfect. And I am going to show you something else. It is a little kind of wristlet that is also a straw bag. So this is great even if you want to wear a little wristlet in the evening time with a sundress on the cruise ship, or during the day you want to use this as a wallet, or you want to walk around in the ports just with something small to keep your cruise card and ID. This is perfect. Now, I did get a couple of new cruise dresses recently, including one that a lot of people seem to like. It does have little short sleeves, so really very cute, and it does kind of cover the upper arm. I know a lot of people do like that. It has a little bit of a high neck, but that being said, I do think it's quite flattering, and it really is so comfortable. I found also that as long as I steamed it before I wore it, once I packed it up, we did go on a short trip for about 3 days, that this was perfect. It did not wrinkle. I'll leave a couple of other dresses that I got recently that do have short sleeves. I will also leave them down in the description below. Now, this is one of my newer cover-ups. I absolutely love this one. I love the coverage of it just around the waist. It's a little bit opaque, so really it's very flattering. And I see that now it is available in different colors. I think I might even pick it up in black. Now, another cover-up that I really like is this crochet style cover-up. Of course, I'm going to leave a couple of photos. I have it in black as well as this color, and I absolutely love it. Now, I thought it would be fun to share with you some of the items that I sometimes purchase on Amazon that just didn't quite work out for me. So there are actually two things. So one of them is the luggage sleeve. Now, this does work, by the way, but I have to be honest, I purchased it, I used it once, but I cannot see myself using this all the time, because after you get your luggage out, it's like another thing that you kind of have to pack. And it's true, it does save your luggage from scuffing, but I just don't know that I really am going to use it again. And the other item are these toiletries sleeves. So I did use them, and being honest, they did work. I even used it for instance, I have down a wrinkle release. I lost the cover for it, and I used this sleeve and I put it right over, and it did save everything from leaking. But I don't know, I could use these, but I feel like a Ziploc bag also works. So I don't know. I'm not sure if I will end up using them again. Now, by the way, if you're looking for more cruise essentials that you can use in your cruise cabin to create more space, I will leave a video right after this one all about that. And if you are interested in more information about the Lifewell Cruise Ultimate Cruise Planner, I will leave that information linked down below. Please let me know some of the cruise essentials or travel items that you've been purchasing that you find very handy. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do give it a big thumbs up. I really do appreciate it. And please subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Bye for now, and happy cruising.